Biomed Nexus Daily updates your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. TLDR GSK agreed to acquire Nuvalent, NUVL, for $10. 6B, 124 share, 40% premium, securing 2 late-stage lung cancer drugs already under FDA review for 2026 approvals. The deal is GSK's largest in more than a decade and the first major acquisition under CEO Luke Miels. NUVL shares rose 40% in pre-market trading. GSK shares dipped 5% in London. Nuvalent's lead programs are zidesamtinib, ROS1 inhibitor, and neladalkib, ALK inhibitor, both potential best-in-class targeted therapies for non-small cell lung cancer. The pipeline also includes an early-stage HER2 lung cancer drug and preclinical programs. Incyte, NC, announced a definitive agreement to acquire Vega Therapeutics, a subsidiary of Star Therapeutics, for $1. 25B, according to the pharma letter, Celcuity's Gedatolisib doubled progression-free survival versus standard of care in PIK3CA mutated advanced breast cancer at ASCO, but shares dropped more than 25% on Tuesday as investors viewed the magnitude of improvement as insufficient, according to Biospace. Executive takeaway GSK under Luke Miels is a different company than GSK under Emma Walmsley. Miels told us in February that oncology may offer the most tempting targets and that GSK would pursue drugs that outperform established blockbusters rather than build from scratch. The Nuvalent deal delivers exactly that thesis. Zidesamtinib and neladalkib are potential best-in-class ROS1 and ALK inhibitors designed to overcome resistance mutations that limit current therapies, Pfizer's Xalkori, Roche's Alecensa. Both are already under FDA review. If both are approved this year, GSK will have 2 new oncology launches in 2027, providing near-term revenue growth to complement its cardiovascular build, Baxfendy, and cardiometabolic pipeline, Ciranbio ALK7. Bank of America called it a bold move from new CEO in oncology, adding 2 imminent growth drivers. Reuters described it as marking a strategic shift. Bloomberg said GSK is trying to rebuild its oncology franchise. The net investment of approximately $9. 4B, after Nuvalent's cash, is expected to be accretive to sales and core operating profit in 2027. The deal also adds an early-stage HER2 lung cancer drug and several preclinical programs, giving GSK a platform in targeted lung cancer beyond the initial 2 assets. Read full analysis. What to watch? Zidesamtinib and neladalkib FDA reviews. Both are under active review with 2026 PDUFA dates. Approvals would give GSK 2 oncology launches in 2027, ADA 2026 this weekend. GLP-1 and obesity data from new entrants, Lilly, Novo, and emerging competitors present. Incyte, Vega. Integration, the $1. 25B deal adds to Incyte's dermatology and inflammation portfolio. Watch for pipeline disclosure. Revolution? Medicines CNPV filing, now 10 days post-ASCO plenary, still awaited. Bio International Convention, June 22nd to 25, San Diego. 2 weeks out, Medicare GLP-1 bridge, July 1st, 21 days out. Top story, GSK acquires Nuvalent for $10, 6B in its largest deal in over a decade. GSK, Nuvalent what happened? GSK announced on June 9th a definitive agreement to acquire Nuvalent for approximately $10, 6B in an all-cash tender offer at $124 per share, a 40% premium to Nuvalent's last closing price and a 26% premium to the 30-day average. Net investment is approximately $9, 4B after accounting for Nuvalent's cash. Close expected Q3 2026, funded by new and existing debt facilities plus cash. The assets, zidesamtinib, ROS1 inhibitor, potential best-in-class under FDA review for ROS1 positive NSCLC, designed to overcome resistance mutations that limit current ROS1 inhibitors. 2026 PDUFA expected, neladalkib, ALK inhibitor, potential best-in-class under FDA review for ALK-positive NSCLC, designed to address resistance to current ALK inhibitors, Alecensa, Lorbrena. 2026, PDUFA expected. HER2 lung cancer drug, early stage, expands GSK's lung cancer platform beyond ROS1 and ALK. Preclinical programs, additional oncology candidates providing pipeline depth. Executive impact. This is the first major acquisition under CEO Luke Miels, who took the helm last year with a mandate to rebuild GSK's oncology franchise. Bank of America. We see the deal as a bold move from new CEO in oncology, adding 2 imminent growth drivers. Reuters. Marking a strategic shift under new CEO Luke Miels as the British company steps up its focus on oncology. Stat noted, GSK has been trying to be more aggressive with its oncology strategy. Analysts said the deal could help offset GSK's expected HIV patent cliff if the lung cancer approvals come on time. GSK targets exceeding GBP 40B in sales by 2031. The deal is expected to be accretive to sales and core operating profit in 2027 and core EPS in 2029 inclusive of synergies. Corporate and business developments Incyte acquires Vega Therapeutics for $1. 25B Incyte announced a definitive agreement to acquire Vega Therapeutics, a wholly owned subsidiary of Star Therapeutics, for $1. 25B, according to the pharma letter. The deal expands Incyte's pipeline. Specific indication details were not immediately available. Clinical and research updates. Celcuity's gedatolisib doubles PFS in breast cancer, but stock drops 25%. CELC Celcuity's gedatolisib doubled progression-free survival versus standard of care in PIK3CA mutated advanced breast cancer at ASCO, but shares dropped more than 25% on Tuesday, according to Biospace. One investigator said the drug could establish a new standard of care. However, investors viewed the absolute magnitude of PFS improvement as insufficient relative to expectations. The disconnect between clinical significance and investor expectations illustrates a recurring dynamic in oncology. Doubling a poor baseline, for example 4 months to 8 months, may be statistically meaningful but commercially underwhelming. The week ahead, this weekend, ADA 2026, GLP-1 obesity data, June 2026, Takeda CEO transition, Julie Kim, June to 25, Bio International Convention, San Diego, imminent, Revolution, Medicines, CNPV NDA filing, late Q2, Lilly Foundayo, T2D filing under CNPV, July 1st, Medicare, GLP-1 bridge program launches, August 26th, Capricor, Duramiocel, PDUFA, Duchenne cell therapy, Read full analysis, Biomed, Nexus. Pro-institutional intelligence brief GSK under Miels, the strategic map-in under 6 months as CEO, Luke Miels has executed a clear strategic pivot. Oncology, GSK Nuvalent, $10, 6B 2 late-stage lung cancer drugs, GSK IDRX KIT inhibitor, ASCO, data, potential Gleevec successor in GIST. RIS-RES ADC B7H3 targeting for lung cancer expansion, cardiovascular, cardiometabolic, GSK Siren Bio, ALK7, siRNA, 1B, obesity-adjacent cardiometabolic fat reduction. Pipeline includes FGF21 analog for MASH, phase 3 ready. Vaccines, Shingrix franchise, 14BQ1, plum 20%. Existing HIV and respiratory portfolios. The thesis, GSK is building a diversified pharma company across oncology, cardiovascular, cardiometabolic, and vaccines. The Nuvalent deal is the oncology anchor. Siran Bio is the cardiometabolic bet. Shingrix funds the build. Miels told reporters, "I think it's going to be very crowded in GLP-1, explaining why GSK chose the downstream effects of obesity strategy rather than competing on weight loss directly. The Nuvalent deal adds oncology to this positioning, giving GSK growth drivers across multiple therapeutic areas without direct exposure to the GLP-1 price war. ROS1 and ALK. Why best-in-class matters. ROS1 rearrangements occur in approximately 1 to 2% of NSCLC patients. ALK rearrangements occur in approximately 3 to 5%. Both are treatable with targeted kinase inhibitors, but current therapies, crizotinib, alectinib, lorlatinib, face resistance mutations that limit duration of response. Zidesamtinib, ROS1, and neladalkib, ALK, are designed to bind with higher potency and selectivity, overcoming known resistance mutations. If approved, they would give oncologists a next-line option for patients who progress on current therapies and potentially a better first-line option based on broader mutation coverage. The commercial opportunity is meaningful despite the small mutation-defined populations. Current ALK and ROS1 inhibitors generate billions collectively, Pfizer's Celcuity plus Lorbrena, Roche's Alecensa. Best-in-class replacements can capture significant share rapidly, as demonstrated by lorlatinib's displacement of crizotinib. M&A running. Total June 2026 major deals announced in 2026. Deal value status. Lilly, 12 deals. 30B plus multiple closes. Pending BMS, Hengru 15. 2B active Pfizer, Innovent 10. 5B active GSK, Nuvalent 10. 6B closed Q3 2026 Sun Pharma, Organon 11, 75B EV closed 2027 Gilead, Arcell X7, 8B closed Colonia, Lilly, up to 7B closed H2 2026 Lantheus, Curium 7 under consideration UCB, 2 deals, 3B active Servier, Edgewise 2, 65B closed Q3 2026 GSI, Calvista 1, 9B active Incyte, Vega 1, 25B active total 2026 M&A now exceeds 115B, CNBC reported 106B through early June, GSK Nuvalent adds $10, 6B, Catalyst Calendar, June 2026, Forward Date Event Tickers, this weekend ADA 2026, GLP-1 Obesity Data, LLY, NVO, KLRA June 2026 Takeda, CEO Transition, Julie Kim, TAC June, 22-25 BIO International Convention, San Diego, Multiple 2026 Zidesamtin IB, PDUFA, ROS1 NSCLC, GSK, NUVL 2926, Neladalkib, PDUFA, ALK, NSCLC, GSK, Nuvalent Imminent Revolution, Medicines, CNPV NDA filing RVMD late, Q2 Lilly Foundayo, T2D filing under, CNPV LLY Q3, 2016 Revolution. Medicines, Daraxonrasib approval projected, Truist, RVMD July, E1 Medicare, GLP-1 Bridge Program. Launches LLY, NVO Q3, 2026 Teva, Emalex, close expected Teva Q3, 2026 GSK, Nuvalent, close expected GSK Q3, 2026 Servier, Edgewise, close expected EWTX July, 31 Section, 232 Pharma Tariffs, effective, large companies, multiple August 20 Capricorn, Deramyocel PDUFA, Gene Cell Therapy, GPRH2, 2026 Merck, SAK TMT, Global Filing, expected MRKH2, 2026 Foundayo, T2D, Regulatory Action expected LLY 2026 Triumph PH2, Retatrutide T2D, Readout expected LLY DK 2026 Minerales, Lorundrostat, PDU FAM LIS 2027 Retatrutide, Launch anticipated, BMO, LY Deck, 7 Lilly Investment Community Meeting, LN. Visit the Pro Hub, read full article. Was your company listed in the Biomed Nexus directory? 2104 companies across 14 categories. Claim or upgrade your listing. Sponsorship slots for 2026 are limited. See packages and pricing. New Biomed Nexus signals weekly sales intelligence for life sciences. BD teams. Learn more